In this video, we will use iterative approach to find the factorial of a number. In next video, we will see how to use recursive approach. So here is a main class, within that a main method. Then a main method, let us use scanner class object to read the input from the user. Next, let us use next int method of a scanner instance to read the integer input from the user. Next, let us declare a factorial number with a value 1. Next, let us write the for loop over here. Let's understand this logic. So initially factorial has a value 1, I value has a 1. So 1 into 1, result is 1. Next, I value is incremented by 1. So now I becomes 2 and factorial has a value 1. So 1 into 2, 2. Next, I value is incremented by 1. Now I becomes 3 and factorial has a value 2. 2 into 3, 6. Next, I value is incremented by 1. Now I becomes 4. I value is incremented by 1. Now I becomes 5. And factorial has a value 24. 24 into 5, 120. System.println and print this factorial. Next, let us run the program and here enter the number 5 and the result is 120. Factorial of number 5 is 120. Write a Java program to find a factorial of a number using recursion. Within a main method, a scanner object is created to read the input from the user. Next int method of a scanner instance is used to read the integer input from the user. Calculate factorial method is called. Let's understand this calculate factorial recursive method. So let us say initially n value is 5. So here is the if condition. If 5 equal to 0, this condition will fail. It comes into else part. Initially the n value is 5. 5 minus 1, 4. So again this method will call itself. And now n value becomes 4. 4 minus 3. So again this method will call itself. And here 3. 3 minus 2. And this method will call itself. And here 2. And next n value is 2. 2 minus 1, 1. So here is 1. So basically the factorial of number 5 is 120. So finally this calculate factorial will return the value 120. Next, let us run the program and enter the number 5 over here, and you can see the result. Factorial of number 5 is 120. Write a Java program to display Fibonacci series. Well, the Fibonacci series is a sequence where each number is sum of the two preceding ones, usually starting with 0 and 1. Well, here we have a class. Within that we have a main method, which is entry point of this program. Next, let's create object of the scanner class to read the input from the user. Next, use next int method of a scanner object to read the integer input from the user. Next, let us initialize the first two terms of a Fibonacci series as 0 and 1 respectively. Next, let us have a for loop over here. Next, within a for loop, let us put system.println and then print first term, and let us give the space. Let us compute the next term by adding the first two terms. Int next term equal to first term plus second term. Next, let us update first term with second term and then second term with next term. So this is the core logic. Next, let us run the program. I enter the number of terms in a Fibonacci series to display 5, and here is your Fibonacci series. Write a Java program to check whether a number is positive or negative. So here is a main class. Within that we have a main method. Let's create an object of a scanner class to read the input from the user. Next, let us use next double method to read the input number of type double. Next, let us check if number is positive, negative or 0. So here let us add if condition. If the number is greater than 0, then the number should be a positive number. Else, if number is less than 0, then we print number is a negative. Okay, else we print the number is 0. Alright. Next, let us close the scanner instance. Next, let us run the program. And here let us enter the number 10. And you can see 10 is a positive number. Run the program again and enter the number negative 1. Negative 1 is the negative number. And if I run the program again and if I enter the number 0, you can see the number is 0. Write a Java program to check whether a number is even or odd. Well, to check whether a number is even or odd in Java, you can use modulo operator. The modulo operator returns a reminder of a division operation. If the number is divisible by 2 with no reminder, then it is a even number, otherwise it is a odd number. Okay, so let us write the Java program now. So here is a class. Within that a main method, which is entry point of this program. Next, let us create a scanner class object to read the input from the user. Next, let us use next int method of a scanner instance to read the integer number from the user. Next, let us add a if condition to check whether the number is even or odd. So here basically we are using modulo operator to check the number is even or odd. If the remainder of this result is 0, then the number is even, otherwise the number is odd. Next, let us close the scanner object. Next, let us run the program, and here let us enter the number 5, and you can see 5 is an odd number. Next, let us run the program again, and here let us enter the number 2, and 2 is a even number. Write a Java program to find the largest element in an array. So here is a class within that a main method which is entry point of this program. Next, within a main method, let us initialize an array with a set of integer numbers. Next, let us assume the first element in this array is the largest to start with, and you can see the number with index 0. So first number we are assigning to the largest variable over here. Next, let us use for loop to iterate through this array starting with the second element because we have already assumed the first element is the largest. Next, within a for loop, we compare each element with the current largest value. If the current element is greater than largest, then we will update the largest with the current value. Once this for loop completes, then the largest variable holds the largest element in an array. Next, let us push the system.out.println to display the largest number over here. Next, let us run the program, and here you can see the largest element in an array is 9, and you can see here the array, and within this array 9 is the largest number, and that is what printed in a console. Write a Java program to find the largest number among three numbers using if-else statements. Well, here is a class within that a main method which is entry point of this program. Next, let us create object of the scanner class to read the input from the user. So first number, second number, third number. If number 1 is greater than equal to number 2 and number 1 is also greater than equal to number 3, then we print largest number as a number 1. Next, else if number 2 is greater than equal to number 1 and also number 2 is greater than equal to number 3, then we will print number 2 as a largest. Else we will print number 3 as the largest. Next, let us close the scanner object. Next, let us run the program, and here enter the first number 10, second number 40, third number 20, and you can see 40 is the largest number among these three numbers. Write a Java program to find the largest number among three numbers using inbuilt function. Well, sometime interviewer may ask like use the inbuilt function to find the largest among three numbers. So here is a class within that a main method which is entry point of this program. Next, let us create object of the scanner class to read the input from the user. Next, let us use next double method of a scanner object to read the double number from the input like first number, second number, third number. Next, let us determine the largest number using max method of a math class. In this logic, this math.max method will first get executed, and it will basically find the maximum number among these two numbers. This math.max method will get evaluated, and it will find the maximum number among this number 1 and the result of this math.max method. Next, let us print the result and then close the scanner object, run the program and enter the first number 10, second number 30, third number 20. Here you can see 30 is the largest among these three numbers. Write a Java program to check whether an alphabet is vowel or consonant. Alright, so here is a class within that. Here is a main method which is entry point of this program. Next, let us create an object of the scanner class to read the input from the user. Next, let us use next method to read the string from the user, and then we use caret method to retrieve the first character from the string. Next, here we will initialize a flag as a check for a vowel or a consonant. Initially the flag is false. Next, let us add a if condition to check the alphabet is vowel, like the vowels are A, E, I, O, U, and here we are checking the alphabet is vowel by using both lowercase and uppercase. If the alphabet is vowel, then is vowel equal to true. Next, let us add one more if condition to display the statement like if the alphabet is vowel, then we will display alphabet is vowel, otherwise we will display alphabet is consonant. Let us run the program, enter the alphabet A and hit enter, and here you can see A is a vowel. Write a Java program to reverse a string without using inbuilt reverse method. So here is a given input Java guides. So here let us first declare empty string. Next, let us write the for loop to loop through this original string from last character to first character. So here let us type for loop int I equal to input dot length minus 1 and then I greater than equal to 0, I minus minus. So input dot length gives the size of the string. In this case it is 11. The index of the first character in a string starts with 0, that's why minus 1. Next, within a for loop, let us append each character to this result string. So here result equal to result plus and then input dot char add and then index I. This char add method returns a character value at a specified index, and let us print this result. Next, let us run the program and you can see the output string is successfully reversed. One more frequently asked Java program in the interviews for beginners. Write a Java program to reverse an array without using additional array. So here is a Java program, like we have a main method, within that input array. Next we need to reverse this array without using additional array. First we declare a temporary variable that we use to swap the elements in the array. Next we create a for loop that will loop through first half of the array. So you can see here int I equal to 0, I less than array length divided by 2. Next within a for loop we write the logic to swap the elements in the array. So basically in the first iteration, when I equal to 0, we are swapping the element 1 with 6. In a second iteration, I equal to 1, we are swapping the elements 2 and 5. And in a third iteration, we are swapping the elements 3 and 4. Next we use a for loop to iterate over a reversed array. Next let us run the program and you can see the array is successfully reversed. Here is a Java program to swap two numbers without using third variable. So here is a main method, within that two integers, int a 10, int b 20. After that this is the main logic to swap two numbers without using third variable. So a equal to a plus b. A has a value 10, b has a value 20. So 10 plus 20, 30. Next b equal to a minus b. A has a value 30 minus b has a value 20. So 30 minus 20, 10. So now b has a value 10. Next a equal to a minus b. A has a value 30 minus b has a value 10. So 30 minus 10, 20. Now a contains 20. Okay, you can see before swapping a equal to 10, b equal to 20. After swapping b equal to 10, a equal to 20. So if I run this program, you can see a is 10, b is 20. After swapping a is 20 and b is 10. So this is how we can swap two numbers without using third variable. And this is the main core logic. Write a Java program to remove duplicate elements from the array list. Well, here is a main class, within that a main method, and within the main method this is the array list. It contains the duplicate elements. We are going to use linked hasset class to remove duplicate elements from the array list. As you know that linked hasset class does not allow duplicate elements and also maintains the insertion order of elements. Let's create an object of linked hasset. So here let us take set interface as a reference type of type integer, and let's give variable name as set without duplicates linked hasset, and let's pass this ArrayList object. Perfect. Next let's convert this linked hasset object back into ArrayList. For that let's create a ArrayList object and then pass set without duplicates to the constructor, and finally print this list without duplicates object. Perfect. Next let's run the program, and here you can see the output. There is no duplicate elements in this list. One more frequently asked Java program in interviews. Write a Java program to remove white spaces from a string in Java. Well, we can use replace all method of a string class to remove all the white spaces from a string. Well, here is a main method, within that this is the given input string. Next let us write the logic input dot replace all, and notice here replace all method takes two parameters. First parameter is a regular expression, second parameter is the string that we want to replace. So just call this method. Let's pass regular expression as a first argument. So here double backslash s plus, we need to remove the space, so here just put the double quotes. So this complete regular expression matches one or more consecutive white space characters. Next let us take the result into a string and let's call it as the result, and next let's put the sysout over here, print the result. Next let us run the program, and here you can see the output. The white spaces are completely removed from the given string. Write a Java program to find the sum of all digits of a number using Java 8. Well, here is a given number. It has digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First we need to convert the integer number into string, and then we will convert that string into stream. String.valueOf method. This string has a chars method. So let us call chars method to convert string into stream. So here the type is int stream. Let us call it as stream. This int stream represents ASCII values of characters of a string. Next we need to convert the ASCII values of a characters back into numerical values. For that what we can do is we can call the map method. So here we can use character class. It has a get numeric value method to get the numeric value from the character. Next then we can use sum method to sum all the numeric values. Next let us store the sum into an integer and then print this sum. Next let us run the program, and you can see the output 15. Write a Java program to print even numbers using Java 8. Well, here is a main method. Within that, here is a given a list of numbers. Next, we need to print the even numbers from this list using Java 8 features. So here let us convert this list into stream by using stream method. Next, stream has a filter method. So let us use filter method to only keep the even numbers in the stream. So here filter, and filter takes predicate as a function interface, and we need to provide the lambda expression. So here let us pass parameter to the lambda expression and then lambda symbol, and then n modulo 2 equal to 0. So this will calculate the remainder. So here we are using lambda expression to calculate the even numbers. Next, let us call for each method to print the result. So here for each method takes consumer interface. So let us have a lambda expression over here. So this is the lambda symbol, and within a lambda body let us have a sysout and then print number. Next, let us run the program, and you can see the output 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So these are the even numbers. Write a Java program to retrieve the last element of a list of strings using Java 8 Stream API. Well, here is a main method. Within that, here is a given list of strings, and we need to find the last element in this given list. Okay, so let us see how we can do that using Java 8 Stream API. So here first of all we need to convert this list into stream by using stream method. Next, stream has a skip method to skip the elements from the stream. So let us go ahead and let us skip all these elements except the last one. So here just call skip method and then pass the size of the list by using size method, and then we need to keep the last element. For that, let us have a -1. Once we skip all the elements from the stream except the last one, next we can get that last element by using find first method over here. Perfect. Next, let us take the result into a result variable of type string and then print the result. Next, let us run the program, and you can see the output 6. So 6 is basically the last element in the given list. Write a Java program to remove duplicate elements from a list using Java 8 streams. So here is a list with the duplicate elements. Next, let us remove the duplicate elements from this list using Java 8 stream. So here this list has a stream method. So let us call this stream method, and this stream has a distinct method. So let us call this distinct method to remove all the duplicate elements and only keep the unique elements. Next, let's call the collect method to collect result back into a list. And here let's take the result into a list of type integer, and let's call it as a result. Next, let's put the sysout over here and let's print this result. Next, let us run the program, and you can see the output 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This output doesn't contain any duplicate elements. Alright, the logic is very simple. First, we convert list into stream, and then stream has a distinct method. We call distinct method to remove all the duplicate elements, and then finally we call the collect method to collect the result back into list, and then we print that list over here. Write a Java program to find the age of a person in years if the birthday date has given. For example, here I have given my birthday date as a input. Next, let us see how I can find my age. First step is we need to get the current date. For that, we can use local date. So let us call it as current date local date dot now. So this gives the current date. Next, let us calculate the period between birthday date and current date. For that, let us use period. It has between method, and then pass start date as birthday date, second parameter as current date. This between method calculates the period between birthday date and current date. Next, let us take the result into a period. Let us call it as period. Next, we can get the years from this period. So here let's see, put out the sysout and then period dot get years. Alright, next let us run the program. The output is 32. This is correct because my age is 32, because I have given my birthday date as an input to this program. Write a Java program to reverse each word of a string using Java 8. Well, here is an input string. First, let us split this string into words and take the result into a string array. So let us call it as words, and then input string dot call split method. Split the string into a delimiter, that is space. Now we got a string array. Next, let us convert this array into streams by using arrays dot stream method. Next, let us call a map method to map each word in a reverse order. So here let us provide the lambda expression. Word is a parameter to the lambda expression. And next, let us use string builder. It has a reverse method, right? And then pass word and then call its reverse method over here, and then convert string builder into again string by using toString method. And finally, let's call collect method to collect the result. Next, let us store the result into a list of type string, and let us call it as a result, and finally print the result. Next, let us run the program, and you can see each word of a given string is successfully reversed. Write a Java program to find second largest number in a list of integers. Well, we are going to use Java Stream APIs to write this program. So here, let us convert this list into stream by using stream method, and then this stream has a sorted method. So let us call sorted method to sort this list of integers in a reverse order. So here just first comparator dot reverse order. Well, look at here in a list, 89 is the first largest number and 75 is the second largest number. And once we sort the stream in a reverse order, then this 89 becomes first and 79 becomes second. So let us skip this 89 by using skip method over here and then pass index 1. Once we skip the first largest number, that is 89, we can get the second largest number, that is 75, by using find first method. Next, let us call get method, get the result from the. Next, let us store the result in a integer of type result. Finally, put the sysout over here and just print the result. Next, if you run the program, you can see 75 is the second largest number in this given array of integers. In a given list, find the maximum number and minimum number using Java 8 streams. Well, Java 8 stream provides max and min methods to find the maximum and minimum numbers. First, we need to convert a list into stream. So numbers is a list, it has a stream method, and stream has a max method, and max method expect comparator as a parameter. So here just pass comparator, and this max method returns optional. So let us call get method to get the value. Next, let us get the result into a local variable of type int. Next, let us put the sysout over here and then print the max value. Next, if I run this program, this should print the maximum number, that is 100 from this list. Similarly, let us do it for minimum number. Here let's convert a list into stream and then call min method and then pass comparator dot natural order and then call get method, and here let us store the value in a min variable. Put the sysout and print this min value and then run the program, and you can see the output minimum 10. How do we find the frequency of each character in a string using Java 8 streams? So here is an input string. Let's convert this input string into stream of characters. For that, let's call the cast method. It returns int of streams. Next, this is the ASCII values. So let us convert ASCII values back to the characters by using map to object method. Okay, so map to object returns stream of characters. Count the frequency of each character from this stream. So here let's call character stream and then call collect method. So this collect method collects the result, and here just call the group by method to group the key value pair. So here just call function.identity. It returns each character in a string. And next let's call counting method to count the frequency of each character in a group. Next, let us take the result into a map. Next, finally put the sysout and print the map. Next, let's run the program, and you can see the output. A has a frequency 2, S has a frequency 1. Write a Java program to sort a list of strings alphabetically using Java 8 Stream API. Well, here is a given list of strings, and we need to sort this list of strings alphabetically using Java 8 Stream API. Well, it's pretty simple. Let us first convert a list into stream. So here words is a list, and let us use its stream method to convert list into stream. Next, stream has a sorted method, so let us call a sorted method to sort the list of strings in alphabetically. Next, let us collect the sorted stream back into list by using collect method. Next, let us store the result into a list of type string, and let us give the variable name as result. Next, let us put the sysout system.println and then print the result. Next, let us run the program, and you can see the output. The list of strings are sorted in alphabetical order. Write a Java program to find the largest among three numbers. Well, in order to find the largest number among three numbers, we will use nested if-else statements to compare the numbers and determine the largest one. Well, here is a class. Within that we have a main method, which is entry point of this program. Next, let us create object of the scanner class, and next let us use next double method to read the double number from the user input. So basically here we are reading first number, second number, third number. Next, to store the largest number, let us declare a largest variable of type double over here. Let us add if condition if number 1 greater than equal to number 2. If number 1 is greater than equal to number 3, then largest number is number 1. Else the largest number is number 3. Next, here else statement, and then within that if number 2 is greater than or equal to number 3, then largest is number 2, else largest is number 3. Let us put the system.println and then print the largest. Next, let us close the scanner instance over here and then run the program and enter the first number, second number, third number. So first number 10, second number 20, third number 30, and hit enter. You can see the largest number is 30.